Standing wide, toes turned out a bit. Do our usual warm-up. We'll do some lateral poses, hip openers, more hip openers. Somebody said how much they enjoy them. That was me being sarcastic. Not that I'm ever sarcastic, that's the first. Okay, inhale your arms out to the side and up. And exhale, bend your knees, bend the hips and scoop. And inhale back up, moving at about my speed. Control your breath, control your movement. If you can't do it with the breath, then breathe however works for you, but still move slowly. Moving is part of yoga. How you get into a pose is as important as being in the pose. I don't know if I want you to see my head, but I guess you probably should, maybe a little bit more important that you see my feet, I guess, eventually. Bend your knees only as much as your knees like, and your hips. Next time you inhale, up. Exhale to goddess. You'll get to goddess before you're done with the exhale, so hold it and finish the exhale. And then inhale back up, and again you'll get there before you're done with the inhale. And exhale, scoop. Complete the breath. Stay at the end of the pose if you need to complete the breath. To move slowly if you need to, take a half a breath in the middle there. If you want to keep moving with your breath, otherwise just whatever works for you. Next time from goddess, add in the side stretches with straight legs. With an inhale, so to increase the stretch, exhale to goddess, inhale, side stretch. Try not to rotate, it's like a triangle. Exhale to goddess, inhale other side, goddess, starfish, scoop. And keep doing that for a little bit. It's the best way to do a warm-up is to start with one or two movements or poses, and then add on a little bit. Do that for a while the body gets used to it, while you warm up that set of muscles and joints. And then you can add on if you want. Do the whole sequence, including the side stretches, one last time, and then pause in standing wide. We're going to hold some poses. We're going to flow some poses. Right now we're going to hold some warriors. A warrior, I don't know, whatever. Warriors triangles. Inhale, arms up, right foot out, 90 degrees. Left foot can be straight ahead, turned out, or turned in. Warrior two. Try not to lean forward, pressing forward, unless you need to for your back. Hold the pose. Don't let your bent knee tilt inward. Don't let go past your heel. Push your shoulders down, lift your sternum. Inhale, arms up, foot forward. Exhale, other side. You know your feet aren't cemented in place. Move them and adjust them. As you turn, your feet turn, you get out of alignment. So check front heel with back arch. Push into the outer edge of the back foot to realign the back ankle. Sternum lifted. Inhale, arm up, foot forward, right foot out, triangle. Don't lean forward, tilt your pelvis. Keep your spine in the center of your pelvis as long as you can. And then let yourself round straight sideways. You can practice this facing a wall. So your back toes, your left, in this case, your back toes may touch the wall. Front foot does not. But it will prevent you from leaning forward and putting your nose against a wall. Imagine you're reaching for something with the left hand. Pull yourself up. Change sides. Yourself up, both feet forward, with control, use your abs, swan dive to a forward bend. Just hang there for a moment, let your head hang. Now lunge right. Hold the lunge. Lift your chest a little bit. Lower the knee if you need to, left knee. Now lower your left knee back where it is. Don't bring it up under your hip. And straighten out your right leg. Your hips are going to move back. Stretch your head down. Keep your toes, right toes down. Stretch. Back to the lunge. And straighten out your right leg again. Push your left heel a little bit toward the mat without turning your foot. Bend your knee. And I'm going to have to bring my back foot in a little bit to start this. Hands down beside your right foot. We're going to do a one-legged forward bend. I got to get away from my couch here. So shift in as much as you need to and come up on one leg. Lift the left leg up. Stretch down over your right leg. Hold it. And feet together, forward bend. Just hang there, your knees can be soft. And arms out to the side. And up. Right foot stays down. Bring your left knee up and hold it. Find a focus point. And slide your left hand down around the top of the ankle or the top of the foot. And hold it. And if you want, you can reach your right arm forward and up. And if you want, you can start bending at the hips a little bit. You can see if you can push your left heel away from your glutes a little bit. And come back and mountain. Left foot stays down. Right knee up and hold it. Slide your right hand down around the top of the ankle or the foot. And hold it. And you can bring your arm and reach it up. Hold it. And if you want, you can start bending, lowering your torso, pushing your foot away. And then come back to mountain. Woo! Not a balancing day for me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, bend your knees, put your fingers on the mat. And walk or jump back to downward dog. Come to hands and knees, please. lift your left foot back, toes on the mat, and push back, pressing your heel toward the mat. Stretch your calf primarily. Lift your right leg in the air. Your left leg stays back. You're going to do a one-legged dog. So just lift the right leg up. It's easy from there. Adjust your hands if you need to. Lunge your right foot forward. Again, adjust your hands if you need to. Bring the foot up there. Left hand down, close to your right foot. Right hand up, twist. Bring your right hand down. Now, if you need to, you can lower your left knee down. You can use a block. Or you can just, if you can go down on your forearm without your right knee coming forward, you can do it with the leg lifted. Go down and twist. Right arm up. Lower down, lower your back knee. Take your right foot back and rest in child's pose. And hold it. That was difficult. Now come back up to hands and knees. Stretch your right foot back, toes down. Press back. Lift your left leg in the air, three-legged dog. Hold it. Lunge it. Right hand stays down, left hand up, twist. Stay there. Lower your hand. Now you can lower your knee if you want to, or put your forearm on a block. Lower your right arm down. Forearm and right elbow down, left arm up, twist. Lower your hands. Lower your knee. Back knee. Back to child's pose. I hope I didn't forget anything. It's okay if I get. Hold the stretch. Hold child's pose. And come up onto your knees. Remember patting under your knees if you want. And it wouldn't hurt because you're going to have just one knee bent here in a minute. Right leg straight out to the right. Toes point away from you. Stretch sideways. Carefully, don't put a lot of push on that shin. If you need to, you can put your fingers on the mat. Toes can go down or stay up, whatever they do. Come back up and sit. Bring your left foot in so you're not sitting on it. Your right leg is still out, your left heel is in. Side stretch here. Slowly up. Stretch over your left foot. Slowly back up. Come up onto your knees again. Left leg out to the left, toes pointing away. Stretch sideways. And again, don't push on your shin. And slowly up into seated. Bring your foot forward so you don't sit on it. Left leg still out, right heel in. Stretch sideways here. Slowly up. Stretch straight forward. Hold the stretch before I forget. Some of you don't come Saturday, so I won't be able to remind you. Don't forget, this Saturday I have my second inoculation, so don't forget to check your emails before class on Wednesday, just in case. if I have to cancel class. I don't think I have to worry, but always good to be prepared. Slowly up. Bottoms of your feet together. Move your heels out. So you have more of a diamond shape. Your heels aren't in close. This is the bound angle. I'm going to move my mat back. And from the inside, reach underneath your calves, however far it works for you. A little bit more. Slowly up, walk your hands back a little bit and then balance. Feet lifted. Hold it. Shoulders not up. Not lifting with your shoulders. Hold your toes. Keep your left heel in but lifted. Take your right leg out to the side. You can hold around the bottom of your foot. Don't lift your shoulder. Lift, stretch. Change sides. And bring your foot back in. Both feet to the right. Blanket under your left hip if you find yourself being thrown over toward the left. Put a blanket under your left hip. Or you can bring that left knee out a little bit so that your left foot is touching your right thigh. Just don't be thrown over to the left. Use your cross. And beside your feet, so out to the right, stretch toward the right. Isn't it funny when you think that the kneeling with the leg out to the side should be harder than this? But to me, this is harder. Legs to the left. Again, blanket under your right hip if need be. Stretch to the left. Sideways. And release. Legs straight forward, but separated about, I don't know, is that a foot? Might be a foot. If your hamstrings are really tight or you feel it too much in the back, put a round one of these pillow underneath your knees, behind your knees, or roll up your blanket and make it one of those round pillows and put it underneath your knees, or bend your knees. It's easier, you can stay relaxed if you can put something under there, but you can bend your knees. Grab your big toes and pull back gently, or you can grab your whole, let's do it that way, grab all your toes and just stretch them back gently. Stay lifted. Knees are soft. Mine are bent a little bit. Knees are soft. Don't force them down. Feel what's happening with your back and your hamstrings. You're pulling back on your toes, so you're getting more of a calf stretch, more of a pull. And then see if you can bend your elbows just a little bit. Hold it. See if you can bend your elbows a little bit more. Hold it. A little bit more. Hold it. Pay attention to your back. At any time, bend your knees more, or just don't go down more. You may reach your limit. Know it. Know yourself. Pay attention. If you want a little bit more. And lift back up. Legs are still forward, apart. Not together, but not wide apart. Foot apart. Right. Whatever this block width is. About that. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Relax your feet. They may point. If you're used to having pointed feet, just let them relax. Don't point them. Don't flex them. Just relax them. Now bend forward again. Not holding anything, just relaxing. If you can, see if you can bend a little bit forward, maybe inch your fingers forward on the carpet or on what's beside you. Slowly come back up. That's funny, I felt that one more in my back than I did holding the toes. And I think, I don't know, you never can tell. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Come over onto your side, right side, just so I don't get confused. You can lay all the way down. You can put your head on the block, which is nice, believe it or not. Takes pressure off your right shoulder. Bend your knees a little bit. Grab your top foot, left foot. Push knee away. Keep it low. Don't lift it up. Don't lift your foot up. Your foot goes towards your buttocks. It doesn't go above. It doesn't go onto the thigh, the outer thigh. It stays in towards your buttock. You push your knee away. Hold it. And lower down, legs together. Bring your knees up so you're making a 90-degree angle. And you can lower that, move that right knee down if you find this is too high for you. Bring your left foot up and put it on the mat in front of your right leg with your knee up. If your knee doesn't go up, move that right leg down a little bit. Right? And you can put a little tiny bit of pressure, pushing on your left knee just a tiny bit. Try to keep your back relaxed. Hold it. Foot as flat as you can. And release. And just seated, cross-legged, right leg in front or on top, however you cross. Inhale, lift And exhale, reach forward, keep your back flat as long as you can, then let yourself round down, hold the stretch. You may surprise yourself, don't stop where you normally do. See how it feels where you go, where your edge is now. Slowly up, twist to the right. Back to center, other leg in front or on top. Left. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, reach forward and down, stretch. Slowly up, twist left. Come back to center. Wow, time went fast. It was going slow there for a while, especially during the hard parts. Okay, it's time for core. Or you can lay in relaxation for a while. However, come onto your backs. And if you want, you can put your hands under your buttocks. But we're going to do one leg at a time in the beginning, so your arms can be by your side. Point your right toes, lift your right leg slowly up. Use your abs, feel them working. Push your back down, flex your foot. Lower your right leg slowly back down. Feel it in your abs. Point your left toe slowly up, go at my speed. Flex your foot slowly down. Keep your back down. Watch it. It tries to arch up. Right. Down. Left. And down. Right. Down. You can bend your knee if you need to. Always, you know that already. Left. Down. Right. Right. Left. One more time, right. Left. Okay, right knee in. Right leg up. Right leg out to the right, not to the floor. Keep your left buttock down. Left buttock down, left buttock down. Lift it back up. Knee can be bent. And lower it to the floor. Left knee in. Left leg up so that your foot is facing the ceiling, knee bent or otherwise. Leg slowly out to the right. Keep it up. Keep the knee bent. Keep the thigh up close-ish. Keep your right buttock down. Slowly back up. Lower down. Right knee in. Right leg up. straight or not, out to the side, not to the floor. Even if you can get it to the floor and keep your left buttock down, don't do it. Slowly back up. We want to work muscles here. Slowly down. Left knee in, left leg up, slowly out. Right buttock stays down. Slowly tighten your abs, back up, and to the floor. Right knee in, right leg up, out to the right. Slowly back up, and back to the floor. Left knee in, left leg up, left leg out. You don't have to do this part. Back up, lower down. One more time, right leg, knee in, leg up, leg out, back up, lower down. You may find one leg does it much happier than the other leg. Left knee in, leg up, leg out, back up, lower down. Bend both knees, hug them into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Stretch, massage your back. Feet on the mat, knees bent, fingers behind your head, some upper ab. Focus. Slow 3-part lifts. Lift a little more, lift more, keep your back down, and slowly release back down. Don't pull on your head, just support it. 2, 2, 2, slowly back down. 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'Let's do 2 more. 11. Remember, if it hurts your shoulders to hit your fingers behind your head, you can always be laying on a towel and holding the edges of the towel to support your head. Hug both knees in. Rock a little bit, stretch your back. And come over onto your hands and knees. Stretch your right foot back, toes touch. Lift that leg up parallel, not so you feel it too much in your low back. Don't lift it up real high, just parallel. And touch it back down, keep it straight. 2, elbows straight, touch. 3, touch. 4, touch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lift it, keep it lifted, bring the knee in, touch your right elbow, straighten it back out. Same side, still touching your right elbow. 2, and out. 3, 4, left elbow straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now don't touch it down, but bring it right across from the other one and take it out to this side, keeping the heel and the buttock about the same height with the hip or the thigh. 2, 3, 4. So don't let your knee lead. Your foot stays even with your knee. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know about you, but I need child's pose. Child's pose. Hold it. Stretch your back. Make up the hands and knees. Left leg back. Toes touch. Lift slowly to parallel. Elbows straight and back down. 2. Straight leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your knee down. Take it up. Now bring your knee to touch the left elbow and straighten it back. Just parallel, not high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knee down this side, the other knee, but not touching the mat. And out to this side. 1, 2. Don't bring it up toward your shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Child's pose. Come over onto your right side. You can prop your head in your hand, or again, put your head on a block. Whatever works for your right shoulder primarily. Bend your knees a little bit, not this, a little bit, right? Take your top arm, your left arm, put your forearm on the mat, so you have to lean forward a little bit, which means it'd be nice to, either way, forearm on the mat, not a lot of pressure, it's just there, so that brings your left shoulder forward. Straighten your left leg out. See how it's behind it's straightened out on the mat. It's behind my right knee. Toe points down. Foot is flexed a little bit. Toe points down. Heel is higher than the toe. Only my toe is touching the ground now. My forearm's on the ground. And you're going to lift that leg up. And it's not going to come high and it's not going to come forward. Touch down. 2. Touch. 3. Keep it straight down there. Keep the toe pointing down the whole time. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring that leg forward. Bring your arm up. Now don't have your forearm down. Your arm can be on your side, if your fingers in front, but your elbow is on the mat. Your toes are pointing this way. Like pointing, your foot is parallel to your torso. Your toes are pointing up. The arch of your foot is on the ground. Try not to, please don't swing your leg up. And don't bring it in closer. Down heel is higher than the toes. It stays that way as you slowly lift the leg up without bringing it forward or taking it back, and touch down. 2. Touch. 3. 4. 5. more you point your toe down, the less high you're going to take the leg. 6. This hip has more rotation than the other one, so I can really point my toes down. But that also means my leg doesn't get as high. 9, 10. I don't remember what we did. I know we did this one. Bring it forward. I'll think about it here in a minute. To lift that top leg up, take that right hand off the floor. 2. Oh, we did more. We're going to do 5 more of that other one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now roll back. 7. Leg is heavy. 8, 9, 10. Take it back. Toe points down. Heel is higher. We have 5 more to do. 1. Touch. 2. Touch. 3. I think we did 15 on the other side. 4. 5. Stretch quadricep. And release. Over onto your bellies. Stack your hands, forehead on your stacked hands. You're going to keep your arms and chest down. You're just going to lift both straight legs. So just lift them. See, it doesn't lift high. Both straight legs. The rest of you stays down, lower back down. Point your toes. 2, and lower. 3, lower. 4, I'm lifted so you can hear me. But you all stay down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Legs are parallel to each other. 9, 10. Now separate your legs so they're the skinny width of the mat. You may feel them just kind of going off the edge. Your feet off the side of the mat. No wider than that. Lift both legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your legs together and squeeze them together. Sides of your knees, sides of your heels. Squeeze as you lift both legs. 1. My heels keep coming apart. So let's squeeze the sides of the feet by the big toes together and the knees. 2, 3, 4, squeeze. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Work your way slowly back to your legs apart. Child's pose. Stretch your back. had plans, but I don't want to do that one. So, let's see. Let's come onto our sitting. Onto our sitting. Is your knees bent? I did enough hip stuff. This other one I was going to do was another hip one. Knees bent, feet away from you a little bit so you don't roll onto the mat backwards. Cross your arms, tuck your chin, round back. Don't go all the way to the floor. Come slowly back up, and at the up, lift up nice and straight. And then round, tuck your chin, round back. You can do this holding weights too if you want to. And slowly back up. 3, and if you want with the breath, it's an exhale back. And inhale lifts you up and straightens your back. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Legs straight forward, separated the width of the mat, heels at the edges of the mat. You can do it with your knees bent if you want, arms parallel, and they stay parallel. You're not going to reach down and try to touch your toes. Lean back, keep your arms parallel so they go lower. Then you reach forward and don't lower your arms. Your head may go lower between your arms, but your arms don't go down. And lean back and stretch forward. Tighten your low abs primarily. Lean back, tighten whatever abs you need to help you lift back up. A few more. You're going to do the knee hug and so on the back stretches in gentle. Okay, we don't do that all the time anymore, and it's a really good one for after core. Next time back, go all the way down. Hug your knees. Rock. And if you're just joining us, hug your knees and rock. Massage your back. Stretch your back. Put your hands on the tops of the knees and keeping your legs together. Circles. Hold them in. Take them out and around. Back in. This can obviously be done with the breath as well. Exhaling when they circle back in, you close the belly and inhale as they circle out. And then circle the other way. you or a pillow behind you if need be, or a block. Remember, the right foot is on the left leg. Actually better than having it out on the floor. If you bend the knee more, it's safer for the knee. Doesn't have the lower leg pulling on it as much. Roll back over. Shift your back to flat. Keep your right knee bent. Let the right knee slowly go out to the right. Don't force it down. Let your left buttock lifts up. Just let gravity stretch it. Knee up, straighten your right leg beside your left, and hug your left knee in. And hold it. Let it relax. Relax your shoulders. Your left hand around the top and circle. Other way around. Now shift your hips to the left. Left knee over to the right. And hold the pose. And roll back over. Shift you back to flat. Lift me out to the left. Flying tree. Excuse me, reclining tree. And hold the pose. Don't force the leg down. She says, catching her voice. Your left knee where it is, bend your right knee, bottoms of your feet together, knees apart from each other. Relax. Knees up. Hug your knees in. Rock side to side. Roll your feet to the mat, knees bent. Take your strap. And put the strap around the bottoms of both feet. And stretch it up. If it's too strong on your back, keep your legs straight. Let your knees bend a little bit. Just hold them. I reach up really far with my arms so that I can just relax my arms and the weight of my arms and my feet kind of turn toward each other. That's okay too. They don't have to be, facing straight up, bottoms of the feet. When you relax, they kind of turn. Hold it. Not the balls of the feet. This time, the arch of the feet. release your left foot, lower it to the mat, knee bent. See if you can use the strap to the ball of the foot so you pull your toes down a little bit more toward your shin to get more of a calf stretch. Keep the left knee bent, or you can slowly straighten it out a little bit, maybe a little bit more, wherever it goes without forcing that leg down to the mat. Keep that left leg relaxed. The right leg is relaxed-ish. You are trying to keep it a little bit straighter, but don't lock your knee. Pull the stretch. Now release the pull a little bit, but the leg is still up. Take it slowly out to the right. It can stay lifted, it doesn't have to touch the floor, or you can let it out to where it does touch the floor and just slide it up a little bit, keeping it on the floor as long as the left buttock stays down. Don't lean over. I mean, look, you can stretch it way up there when you lift the left buttock, but you're losing a lot of the stretch when you lift up like that. This is for primarily the inner thigh. So do whichever version, keeping it lifted, lowering it to the floor, but keep that left buttock down. Don't try to force it. Don't push it down. Just allow it to be down. Hold the stretch. Slowly lift your right leg back up. Shift your hips to the right. Lower your leg. I need to go further because my leg will run into the couch. Slowly lower your leg left. Shift your hips more if you need to have this straight up and down. If you don't, if this bottom hip is in a little bit more than the top hip, you're going to get a diagonal kind of stretch on the back, which for me, that would just hurt my back. It would almost immediately. I need to keep this straight for this particular one. Sometimes I may need to move the top hip a little forward even, rather than the bottom hip a little forward for some things. There is no perfect way to do any pose. There are alignment things that are important, like for knees and for backs, but there's also a lot of variation in there, especially for backs, not necessarily for knees, but especially for backs. You have to do the pose the way that isn't going to hurt your back. That's why I always shift my feet in Warrior One, so that this is straight and not twisted. Slowly, back up, lower down, change sides. Left leg straight up. Right knee can stay bent, or it can straighten a little bit, or wherever it feels right. And hold it. Left leg is straight-ish, more straight than the right leg may be, but not locked. Leg out to the left. All things apply, same as the other side. Keep the right buttock down. Slowly up. Shift your hips left, leg right. And hold the pose. Slowly back up. Go down. Recline, kitchen. Cross your right ankle, your left thigh. And this could be it. You can push a little bit on that right knee. You can put your foot on a block or whatever. Left foot on a block to lift it up a little bit if you want. Or you can hold behind on your hamstrings or over your shin. If you feel it too much in your knee, flex your right foot. Hold it. Release, change sides. Release. Roll to your side. Come to seated. Thank you all for coming and staying with me. And I'll see some of you on Saturday. Have a great rest of the week. Sat Nam. Namaste.